Yo, and there's a theory that you are Swamp Stories and you use like an AI voice.
Nah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't even. Yeah. I could for a minute I didn't like the people that do them type of channels. Right. I'm like, damn man, you come on all this shit but won't show your face. Yeah. For a minute, but then I kind of grow into it. Like, okay, maybe that's how they. Yeah.
Swamp Stories is not an AI voice.
No, that's a real person.
That's a person.
And I think they had kind of exposed him. I don't know if that was the person.
I heard it's Asian.
I seen a video or something. It was a dude. They said it,
but they tried to say it was the SoundCloud rapper at some point. But I think that was cap. Okay, so how did you feel about the great Bricc Baby crash out of 2024?
That was wild. That was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I know that's your employee. Yeah. But he shouldn't have did that. That's like reckless. And that's just opening up more doors for people to politic on you. And talk about you. You feel me? Like, that's crazy as fuck.
There were multiple things that I was not feeling about it now that I've kind of had time to think about it and shit. And I'm gonna get into it with him tomorrow, but it's like I don't respect the fact that he came in there with like just having that level of energy towards like everybody when the only people that he has a right to really be angry at is the fucking person who recorded the phone call, right?
Or the person that he didn't say nothing to.
Right. Well, or DW, but I mean, I feel like that ship has sailed. That like if in terms of he was never really pissed off about that in the first place,
but right? That's what he came in here doing that for. Because the phone call got leaked, reactions got made, pressure got applied, and then DW ended up hearing it, and he ended up hearing him calling him like an off-brand gangster.
The craziest like body language is going on in that video because you could see that DW is not really 100% feeling it because he's the person who's supposed to actually have a right to be mad in this situation, right? Because he's the one who at least sort of got his fucking hood mentioned or whatever. But Bricc Baby doesn't really have anyone in the room to be mad about. And then how does it end up getting taken out on the security? Who, I'm going to be real with you, the security has given Bricc Baby a lot of fucking passes over the time that he's worked here in terms of like understanding his situation and how he needs to be moving around and shit. So he really kind of fucked up that relationship, and that's what I'm kind of worried about.
You want to know why? It's the preying on the weak. He think he's preying on the weak. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna say, Adam, I'm not saying it to you, but what are you fucking doing in all this? You are coming in here saying something to everybody. I'm like, whoa, like.
But that's the shit crazy. I'm gonna tell him tomorrow too. Is that I don't appreciate him basically like putting it on me
and because
I didn't initiate any of these fucking conversations.
Because I would have went out there and knocked one of y'all down if it wasn't for the white man and all this. Like he keeps trying to just put it back on you because he's trying to get that phone call that just came out because his phone call that just reactions was getting made. DW seen so this was he tried to divert the situation from that, so let me come in here and try to crash out, and that's wild.
And it's giving me like memories of the Back on Fig / community situation because I feel like he's blaming me in a situation where it doesn't make any sense to blame me because, you got your phone call recorded, nothing to do with me. You said something that could be taken as disrespectful by DW, nothing to do with me. DW said something that offended you when he was asking for the cigarette, nothing to do with me. I never brought the shit up on I understand him being angry at you because you are painting fucking narratives about it being a gang war. But at the same time, if he's going to be mad at you, there's 50 other fucking YouTubers that he needs to be mad about that have basically ran with the same narrative, right?
You gotta be mad about his.
Granted, he knows
you. Gotta be mad about himself too. I mean, he talk about stuff and he talk about people and he talk about topics for 2 and 3 days. And DW Flame, whether you can say that was an intentional thing or not, it still more than likely could be taken as a mistake. What Bricc Baby said on that phone call is no way, shape, or form could be a mistake. That was a blatant,
But do you think the off-brand thing is always a diss? Because Bricc Baby's way
I have never heard nobody refer to them people over there in that community of Long Beach as no off-brand nothing.
Well, okay, so like the term like an off-brand,
I know what it means. It means it's not real. Like,
well, that or like imitation.
I mean, if you want, do you want real Fruit Loops or do you want the off-brand Fruit Loops? That's the thing. Do you want the real thriving? Like the real shit, or you want the cheap shit? That's what it is, bro. That's a diss to a gang.
Well, so look, right? Again, I don't know nothing about those gangs, right? And he was saying that there was an original version of that and then they had like a spinoff and started their own thing. Again, I don't know.
He said it's like a O's and Trays thing.
Yeah.
And because they're Trays and they're not O's to him, that's a different type of Crip.
Yeah.
And that's what he meant by off-brand.
Yeah.
No, I get what he mean. He's saying because they press trays, but they not moving or they not gangsta Crips.
Right.
That is kind of like, what are you doing pressing the 3? I understand what he's saying, but for him to say that about the person that he kept saying, this my homeboy, when that shit first happened with the DW Flame shit, this my homeboy, talking like he been knowing him for 10 years. But that's because in my eyes, it's just my eyes, because he really don't want to smoke with him. And that's why he came in here and put that. That's a JCat move. You come to your place of employment and crash out
and invite people to come there. That was another main thing that I had an issue with. Is like, you're with your girl and your kid and you're coming in here and you're smashing out, like acting like you want ops to pull up on you. Like, we all do not want that to happen. So please do not be putting that shit out there. Plus, like, a person who just recently has been like arrested on serious charges and shit should not be talking about putting kill squads in the street. Like, as much as it's a meme, whatever, it's like, in that moment, I was like, bro, you just blew it on so many different things, like, that I just have to acknowledge. Like, the conversation I'm having with Mara has just got to be like, you have to understand that a lot of different lines were crossed that night for not a very good reason.
Yeah. And he's an employee, bro, and he came in here like
no
he was came in here tripping.
No, but like, I do somewhat sympathize, right? Because he did say like he was like just like irate and angry because he felt like we talked about it for like 3 days straight.
That's something he called you about.
But if you actually look at it, DW talked about it on Monday because Dejan and you asked him about it, right?
Oh no, I was in there, but Sus and Dejan.
Okay,
yeah.
I think that's fair because Bricc was supposed to be on that, so they planned on talking about that.
Yeah,
and then on the Tuesday show, DW brought it up, and then on the Wednesday show, it was just Bricc and Gordy.
Yeah.
So they're talking about it. So the only people that it really made sense to be mad about
is the person that don't.
DW and possibly Gordy, right?
Sure.
So directed at the people, like, if your issue is people talking about it too much, directed at them, because I'm not the one fucking initiating these conversations. I don't think it's that interesting, and I also think it's just, at this point, it's gotten too in the weeds for people to even give a fuck. It's just like all this O's, Trays, whatever. Like, the people check out at a certain point, and you see a ton of comments like this gangbanging shit is too much. Like, they like some of it when it's like fresh and interesting, but it feels like it's being dragged through the mud at this point, you know?
Yeah, but even when he came in here to address it, he still was like pressing employees low key.
Right.
I don't know if y'all never, especially. I don't know if y'all never been in no phase or y'all that did nothing. Just like,
he's calling out the security for giving the address to ops.
But the security, let me tell you why this
never gives the address to anyone.
Let me tell you why this is capped though. Even if you think about it, the people that came up here have been to No Jumper. One of them did an interview. Right. The other one have been up here. So the security should be the last person you saying leaked it. If the person that came up here with the dude have been, didn't he do an interview up here?
Yeah. I did 4X's interview, and it's not.
Right? So why would the security guard have to get the interview, the drop if the dude came up here for an interview?
Yeah, me and Laura are the ones who gave the address to 4X. Realistically, that to me, it was also like, bro, you gotta be real about who you can be mad about in this situation.
To be like fair too, right? I think he's more mad about not even mad, but cautious because the gang relations with
with 4X complicated.
No, him and the security guard, the gang relations revolving. The
security guard's not in the gang.
It has nothing to do with that. It's like scapegoats. It's like scapegoats. Yeah, he want to put the problem on everybody, but the people that supposed to have the problem. The security guard don't. Even if that's possible, if he did, well, I still don't believe it because the person that came up here with the dude recording did a interview recently.
True. Yeah.
You don't think he still got the address?
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But let's be real too. Probably anybody from any neighborhood, if you really wanted to, you could figure out where the fuck we're at. Like, it's not that hard. We've had hundreds of rappers over the course of the past year here.
But he still came up here and did an interview. So that's who he got his own. He had the address.
Man. Yeah. Yo, so why do you feel like people paint this workplace as like dangerous. I never felt dangerous.
Do you remember that there was like 9 months where I was talking about how everybody was getting along?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we just got this flare up and everybody returns to what they were saying. Like everybody ignores the fact that there was no crazy beef or whatever for this long ass time period. I don't take it that serious
right.
in general.
You feel me? Yeah, right. Listen, I never understood. You feel me? Like the narrative that we're just so dangerous.